everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss the problem maximize sum after k negations. So in this problem we are given n, which is the number or like the size of the array. Then we have k and we have a array of size n. So basically in this array we need to do k modifications. What modification means over here is that we can change any positive value to negative value and any negative value to positive value. That means if we have positive 2, we can change it to -2 and that will be one modification. Or if we have a negative value, we can change it to positive value and that will be again one modification. So in total, we need to do k modifications, and we need to do k modifications in such a way that after doing those modifications, the sum of the array which we get is maximum. So this is what we need to do. Okay, so we got the problem. Let's see the approach, how we can think, what's the thinking process. So I have taken this test case. So this problem has 5 like cases overall. So firstly we'll be going to discuss the first case. Let's see. So over here we have k is equal to 4, which is the number of modifications we need to do, and total size is 5. We have 5 integers. Now we need to have maximum sum, right? Like how we can get maximum sum from this array? We know that negative numbers will reduce the sum. Like when we will add, negative numbers will reduce the sum. So our first aim is to remove all the negative numbers. That means we will be doing what we will be doing first is we will be taking all the negative numbers and just we'll be modifying them to positive. That means first of all, let's sort the array, right, so that all the negative numbers come in between before. So -3, -2, -1, then we'll get 5 and then 6. So we have sorted the array. Now let's start the process. Firstly we'll start iterating from 0 index. We'll come over here, right? Let me do the indexing also. This is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. So we come over here, we see yes, this is negative. So what we can do is we can make it positive, and we will decrease the value of k because we have made one modification, and then we'll proceed further. Again we will check this is negative, we will make it positive, and we will reduce the value of k because we have made one modification again. Again we'll go forward, we'll check, okay, yeah, this is negative, we can change it to positive. If we have changed to positive, we need to decrease the value of k since we made one modification, and then again we'll move forward. Now what we see is, this is the main point, right? We see that now we encounter a positive value. Now when we encounter a positive value, right, we'll come out of the loop. Let's see why we have to come out of the loop when we encounter the positive value. Now suppose over here we are left with k is equal to 1, right? But let's, for instance, let's take k as 2. That means 2k is 2, right? Now we have this array 3, 2, 1. After modification we have this, and currently our pointer is on 5 over here. So now k is 2, right? What we can do, k is even. I can change this 5 to -5. That will be one modification. And again I can change this 5 to +5. So 5 earlier was also positive. After doing even number of modifications, I again get the +5. So basically what the conclusion is that once we come out of the loop, once we encounter a positive value, we will check that if the value of k is 2, if the value of k is even, it means we need not to do anything further, right? We can even number of modifications will result in the same thing. Hence we can just calculate the sum of the entire array, and that's all. So what will be the sum? 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 5 plus 6. So answer will come out to be 11, 12, 14 and 17. So this will be the output. In that case, if k is 2, but over here in our case k was 1. K was 1, right? When we came out of the loop, k was 1. So now we need to do some work, right? Now we will check, since this is sorted array, right? This was sorted array. So we will check, this was our I pointer, right? We will check if this value, so ultimately we need to make one negative, right? We need to make one negative because one modification is only left, and since all numbers are now positive, we need to make one number negative anyway. So we will choose that number to make negative, which is minimum, right? So we know that this point will be the end of the negative number. So this was negative, right? This was the negative number. So we will take minimum of these two, that is I and I minus 1. That means we will take minimum of array value at I minus 1, right? And A of I, or you can take, we will take these, either of these two, and we will make that number as negative. So over here we'll make minus 1, and after this we will, k will become 0 because we made this negative. So we will have 5, the sum will be 3 plus 2 5, 5 minus 1 will be 4, 4 plus 5 9, and 9 plus 6 15. So the output for this test case will come out to be 15. So this was the approach for this case. So this was the case when our ARR of I, right? ARR of I, this was ARR of I, right? This is ARR of I was greater than ARR of I minus 1, right? So this was this case. Now let's see another case. Now let me just copy this one. Okay. So over in this test case, we'll have k as 4 and we have n as 5. So already the array is sorted, so no need to sort. But every time the first step should be, we need to sort the array so that all the negative numbers come before. Now we'll start iteration. We come to minus 4, we check, okay, it's negative. So what we'll do is we'll make it positive and we'll decrease the value of k. We come forward, we see, okay, this is also negative, good. We'll make it positive and we'll again decrease the value of k since we are making modification. Again we'll go to next index, we'll see, okay, this is also negative, make it positive, decrease the value of k. Now as soon as we encounter a positive value, we'll come out of the loop, and our I, so this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and 4. So our I was at index 3 when we came out of the loop. Now we see that, okay, k is an odd number, k is odd, and also let us discuss that also. Like suppose even if k was like any other odd number like 3 5 7, so ultimately one modification is need to be done in all these cases, because if we break down 3 will be 2 plus 1, 2 modification will have no effect. We discussed that even modification do not have any effect, right? So ultimately every time in odd case, when k is odd, we need to do only one modification. So now we see, okay, k is odd, we need to do one modification, and this is I and this is I minus 1. Now we know that we have to make the, like, we have to take minimum of ARR of I and ARR of I minus 1, and which one is minimum, that we will make negative, so that like less value is subtracted from overall sum, right? Now ARR of I is 1 and ARR of I minus 1 is 2. So now in this case, ARR of I is smaller. ARR of I is smaller. Earlier what happened was, in the earlier case, ARR of I minus 1 was smaller, right? But in this case, ARR of I is smaller. 1 is smaller than 2, right? So this is also a case when this is the possibility, right? So we will make this one, we will make this as negative. So minus 1. So overall array will be 4, 3, 2. Earlier we made I minus 1 negative, right? But over here I was smaller, so we make that negative and we'll calculate the sum. So the sum will come out to be 4 plus 3, 7, 9, 8 and 14. So output will be 14. So I hope you understood this test case also. So just the differences in the above test case and this test case is this thing, right? Earlier we were making this negative, and in this case we were making I negative. Now let's see the third test case. So in the third test case, we have all negative numbers. So let's see how we can deal with that. Just a minute. Okay. So let's take test case in which all are negative. Let's take minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, and k is let's say 3. So let's do indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and k is 3, right? So what we'll do is we'll come over here, right? We will see negative, good for us. We'll make it positive, decrease value of k. This is also negative, make positive, decrease value of k. Negative, make positive, decrease value of k. And you will see when we come and we see k has become 0, right? We'll again come out of the loop. So in two cases we'll come out of the loop. One will be when we get a positive value, and secondly when the k value is 0. Hence we had made all the modifications. So what will be the array? It will be 5, 4, 3, 2, minus 2 and minus 1. So these are the modifications. So the sum will come out to be 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 3, 12, and this will be 12 minus 3 will be 9. So this will be the output. Let's see another case in which all are positive. So that is fourth case. If we see, we discussed first case also, second case also, and that will be the fourth case when all are positive. Okay. So let's take this test case 9, 8, 8, 5, and k over here is 3. Okay. First of all, first step is to sort. So we'll sort. Okay. Let's start the iteration. We'll see we'll start from 0 index. This is indexing, and we will see that this is positive. So at 0 index only we got positive, we'll break out of the loop. And I value is 0. Now whenever I value is 0, right, what we need to do is, we know that since I value is 0, it means at first position only we got a positive value, right? What happens, like when we break out of the loop, either we get a positive value or the k value becomes 0, right? Now if I is 0, it means we had like we break out of the loop at the first index. So it means that we have encountered a positive value at the first index only. And since the array is sorted, all the elements which are after this 0 index will be positive. So we have all the elements in the array positive. So we will simply take the sum of all these elements. No modification will be done, right? So this is for this. So output will be 20. And now let's discuss the other test case. The last test case is in which we encounter 0. That means when 0 comes in the array. Let's check that test case also. So let's take this -2, 0, 5, -1 and 2. Let's sort the array. So the sorted array will be -2, -1, 0, 2 and 5. Now over here we have k as k is, let's say k is 3, right? Okay. Now we will start from here. It's negative, make positive, decrease the value of k. Come over here, negative, make positive, decrease the value of k. And now we come to 0. So now another point to be noted is we break out of the loop in 3 cases, right? If positive number is encountered, if k is 0, or if 0 is encountered. Why? Because when you encounter 0, you break out of the loop, you know that you have found 0, right? And like you can do any number of operations on 0. Either you do odd number of modifications or even number of modifications. 0 will become 0 only. It cannot be like minus or plus 0, right? So you can do any number of operations, any number of modifications on 0. So even if your k is 5 or k is 3, ultimately obviously if it's odd you have to do only one modification. So even if you do -0, it will be 0 only. So when this case arrives, what you need to do is you need to just simply take the sum of an array again, and this will be 2 1 0 2 5, the final array, and your output will come out to be 5 plus 2 7 and 10. So this will be the output. So let's see the code for the problem. I hope you understood the logic. So the code is we have a function, and in that we have array n and k. We will firstly sort the array, and then we'll take index 0 variable. We'll run a loop till n, and if k is there, that means if k is not 0, and also we are encountering a negative number, we will take that number and we will make it as positive. That we will multiply it with -1, because minus into minus will make it positive, right? So positive number will be stored in this place of in this index now. And also we'll decrease k value with by -1, and we'll continue. Else if k has become 0, or we had encountered a positive value or a 0, right? So we'll go in else and we'll break out of the loop. Now when index is 0, so when index was 0, if we see over here, our index came out to be 0 when we had the positive number at the first place, this one. Hence if we have positive number at the first place, we will make index is equal to 1, or what you can do is you can simply like return the sum list. You can do either of thing. Index is equal to 1 means like you are taking this as you are making this as index now, so that you can compare I and I minus 1. So basically the same thing. And when all numbers are negative, we will go to the end of the list, and you need to do it you need to do index -1, because at n we cannot compare I and I minus 1, right? So you need to make index as 1 less than n, right? And then you will check if the k value is negative or is even, or k value is 0, you will have to simply return the sum. Or then you need to check, if it is not even, it means it's odd, right? So it will come over here, and then you will check that if a of index, absolute value of a of index is greater than index minus 1, means the value which is at index minus 1 is smaller. So we will change the index value and we'll subtract it by minus 1, because now the index where we'll modify is index minus 1, and we will do the modification, we'll make it negative lastly, and then we will calculate the sum. So the question is bit trickier, but once you get all the test cases, it becomes easy. Just dry run the code also, you will get better understanding. And let's discuss the time and space complexity. So time complexity will be O of n log n, because we are using sorting, and the space complexity will be, I think we are not using any extra list or something, so yeah, so overall, oh yeah, so we will get O of 1 space. Now this question could also be done with priority queue. We can also do this with priority queue, but since we are in greedy series, so we are using greedy approach to solve this question. I hope you understood the question. If you have any doubts, please feel free to comment, and I'll be happy to help. And please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.